Alrighty guys, it's Saturday night stream time. We're a bit late. We got kinda sidetracked. I've got to do a couple of setup things here, so bear with me a second or two till I just set up a couple of things. I got sidetracked basically extending our editor. I'll show you basically how I end up doing that once I am got this complete. Also, let me know if you guys can hear that fan and if it's annoying or not. I can switch it off for a while. It is hot here. If I don't answer your questions at the start here, it's because I'm looking at another screen getting things set up, and not long, get this done, and there we go. Okay, so anyway, what I was doing was I was making basically more doors, or adding the doors to like here, okay, that you so that you can select them, because what if, right, I'll explain it in a second. I don't know why that is blank. Actually, I do know why it's blank, or at least I think I do. Right, and it's probably because this isn't filled in. Okay, it's going to be a pain, so rename, copy that, put that in there, take that out, hit return, and we haven't got an image, that's why. Right, so we just go in here, go to the assets, click on there, save that into here, and there's our door. Okay, but what I normally do is I create the images of the door. Right, so you can see that basically what I've done is copied the door, right, pasted it into a paint program, and then just basically did that, and then it doesn't really matter how accurate this is, to be honest. It's just basically for reference. But anyway, I can just do it with this, right? Save that. Go back to our project, go to our content browser and re-import, and that should be us. Okay, so when we go to here, you'll now see that it's got a black background. Okay, now, why was I doing this? Well, the reason was that I started putting doors on these things, right? And what I realised was I didn't have the correct doors in here. So basically I had to add this door, and this door, right? Because I didn't have the doors for these buildings. I had the doors for all the other buildings. They've like Viking type doors, but these are slightly different. So like the size of the door is slightly different, etc, etc, right? So as I said, what I normally do is I open up the model, right? So I would go into here, door, there's my 3 doors, open it up, right? Just do, you know, a clipping tool, select it, paste it into, well, I use paint.net, paste it in here, take away the edge, put a black bore thing on it, then import it back into here, add the image, add the other stuff to the data table, and there we go. But what I've realised is that while this is great, right, we don't know what these images relate to, right? So what I was actually thinking was, we need to change a struct, right? And that'll update our data table, and then I'll show you how that basically will work, right? So this is our data table, and we actually want to add one more variable to this, okay, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. So now what we're doing is we're looking for structs, our iter helper struct, right, and here it's here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a variable, and we're just going to call it tooltip, and it's just going to be a string, okay. So now if we go into here, you'll notice that we've got a tooltip on the end that we can now input to. So we can actually put medieval door, right? So we can copy that, paste it there, and paste it there. Then these VH doors are the Viking ones, right? So we can say Viking door, right? So these are the little things that you come across. It just makes life a bit easier. We'll be doing some widget work again in a second, which will make this all make sense. Right, so this relates to our models, right? Our models, we have like medieval environment and we also have Viking, right? So that's why I've got Viking door and medieval door, okay? So that makes it a bit easier for us to actually find out which one is which. So now we can go to here, right? And we can go down to the door, which is here, and we can go to tooltip. We can do this for them all in the end, right? And then we can hopefully, no, that's okay. We want to see right, this adds the drop down, okay, this thing here. So this adds that, but what I want to do is find where it creates the widget, okay. Now there is somewhere, that's wildlife, that's door, that's defaults, which is a different thing, and this is the create widget here. Right, so you'll notice that we're passing in item data here, and since the item data is the item helper struct, right, we'll be able to just use this directly. So if we go to here and open the mesh pick, then we go to the graph, right, we can probably set the tooltip text to our tooltip. And there we go. Right, so in theory now, if we go to here, by the way, you make any code changes, this actually refreshes. We might need to reload it. Right, this kind of means we've got a problem. Okay. So we have introduced an issue here. Somehow. That should be okay. Huh. So that would suggest that there's something in here that's not right. Maybe I needed to compile it again. What's going on with that? Why is it not compiling? Right, I don't know what the problem, this is a 5.1 issue. Use the function in the editor. Actor. Actor utilities. This one? Set selected act. Guess it's this one. This one. Right, so we've got another one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. editor system. Wonder. Is it editor world subsystem? Unreal editor. Editor. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to use here. Use the function in Unreal Editor subsystem. Is there just an editor subsystem? Editor utility? Yes. I guess we've got to copy this again then. What we got now? This one. So, well, use the function in Unreal Editor subsystem. So what is it? Well, it's not viewport. It's not the camera. It's not the level. So what the hell is it? Alright. There's editor actors subsystem. Then set selected level actors. Right. That doesn't need to be there. Wait a minute. Alright. Have I done something weird here? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this part right. Right, we've got this. Right, I'm going to have to Google this, I suppose. So it's get camera. Now what we can do is turn this off. This still exists, right? But we need to get level camera viewport, and you see that doesn't go in there, right? Okay. Rotation goes in there. Location goes in there. That goes in there. There's Unreal Editor subsystem. That's Utility subsystem, that's Editor subsystem. So it all gets rather confusing. But we can work it out, right? And badonk, compiles. And there we go, it's back working again. And now we've learned a little bit more. And where's the tooltip? Where's the sodding tooltip? Unless interesting. Okay. We're not out the woods yet, apparently. We'll go to mesh pick. And I'm guessing here's a tooltip text, right? Let's say blah blah. Right? You'll see this is refreshed again. Pick a door, blah blah, blah blah. So how come our text did not get updated? Where was that? Yeah, that's there. Tooltip text. Right? So it's WMesh pick, graph, we're getting our struct helper stuff. Right, so what we could do here is make literal text, and this is a tool tip. So this is going to check to see if we're actually testing it. Right, I'm going to delete that out of the way. Door, it's not updating it, right? So this isn't updating it. For some unknown reason. Right, so it's not this that's the problem, it's this that's the problem. Right, and it might be that it might in fact be that we can't do that. I don't think so. Let's just try something to see if it's actually, let's see if it's actually screwing up before it gets to there. Right. And if we do that, door, blah blah. So it's not even setting it here. Let's do this. Right. Now I don't know if this is going to do it or not. Don't seem to recall having to do that and anything else. Now, having said that, I wouldn't be surprised if this works. I'll be about 50-50 here. I wouldn't be surprised if it works, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't work, right? Right, blah blah. Okay, let's do a little bit of sneakiness here. Normally I don't do this, but I shall allow myself to do it in an editor helper, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the graph. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to designer, right? We're going to go to here and we don't want to bind it to a string table. Would you believe it? That's one of the ones that you can't bind. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if you can't bind these in. We could always set up a tooltip widget. Right, we could have set up a tooltip widget. I'm not going to worry too much about it, okay? But actually, you know what? I'm going to worry too much about it. Let's do this, right? What I'm going to do is I am going to click on our border, right? And then I'm going to add a text box. Alright, this text block, I'm just going to say tip. I'm going to say is variable, right? Okay. And we'll just do a not really bothered. We'll do that. Then we'll do 12. Right. Can we bind this? Yeah, we can. Right, let's try and bind it. Item data. Tooltip. See you later. Job done, right? I would normally not do that, but because it's in here, I don't really care. right? Viking door, Viking door, Viking door, medieval door. Strangely, yeah, it's got the Viking doors. The medieval doors hasn't really got them. I've only, or unless I've only just done one of them, or something, right? Am I just an idiot? Medieval door, medieval door. Right, in theory, copy that. That should go there. We've got 6 Viking doors. Right, so we'll do that. That's the different fires. Right, door, Viking door. And those two aren't categorized. Viking door, Viking door, Viking door, medieval door, medieval door. There's a door that isn't obviously not shown or something, right? But that's a problem for another day. So, but the thing was, right, that these are medieval, right? So what we want is this door here. Now, I've got no idea where that went. And I've got no idea why I put it there either. Right. That was a bit weird. To say the least. Right, let's get back over there, shall we? Now, the only thing I can think of here, right, is that this isn't doing what it should be doing anymore. Right? It's creating a door, but it isn't creating it in the right place or anything like that. Right, where the hell did it go? You see, I think it's placing it somewhere completely bonkers. Which kinda isn't ideal. Right, undo that. We managed to move that somehow in the wrong way. This is a long way about a shortcut, isn't it? Where'd it go? Where'd the goddamn thing go? Apparently up in the sky. Right, anyway. This isn't really proving my point of making this any easier for the player, for the designer, is it really? Now that it's not putting it where it should, I might need to reload the helper widget or something. Gonna have to turn this speed down a bit as well. Right, so basically, although it looks wrong at the moment, it won't be in a minute. Right. Right, that's a bit better. Having made a complete and utter mess of that. Okay. Right, so that's not bad. Right, so that's kinda how it's supposed to work, although the easiest way to do it now is to basically just hit the Alt key and create another one. But I kinda show you how not to do it. And the thing about it is that the thing that controls the, let me show you, right? The thing that actually controlled that, where it did that stuff, was the event tick thing. Right, it was here. It's basically this thing that's screwed up now. Right? Now, what I'm wondering is, you see that's not got line trace by channel, right? and neither has that. So I'm wondering if it's that. Doesn't appear to be. Right, because we should see our little dot thing. Right. Wonder if I just take that out completely. Some quirks in Unreal Engine 5, I suppose. There, it's back, see? Right, so the whole point of this was that if this hits something, then that's where it would place it, right? So, for example, if I click it there, it places it there, right? That was the whole point, okay? So, for some reason, that was kind of bollocks. And the other thing you might be saying here is, and quite rightly, is why don't we apply it to the houses, right? And it's because these -1. Yeah, so it's because these the houses were basically static meshes and weren't blueprints at all. So yeah, probably be best. And they're actually merged actors, I believe. I don't know what's going on with this, right? It looks like this hasn't been completed or something. Right? Like there's some kind of a weird thing going on with this. So I'm guessing there was some kind of rock going to be added in there or something, right, which just hasn't been done yet. But yeah. So we've added some doors. Apparently that doesn't have a door. It's got a window. Unless That's got a window. Oh yeah, it has got a door. Right. So we can do that. 180. Hit the button. Drag it to there, drag it up. There we go. So that was one of them. Is that one big building? Yeah, it's one big building with one entry. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, to be fair. There's a big rock up there. We've done these ones. Right. So, the likes of this. Right. See, the problem is, some of these, I don't know which. I think these are Viking doors, right? So I'm gonna have to try a Viking door here. Right, let's do Viking door. You see, that's not quite right. Right, so that's not quite right. We maybe need this Viking door. And you can see that that's not right. So the question is this a medieval door? It appears to be, because that fits perfectly. It's a little bit inside, isn't it? Actually not really. So yeah. Point of that, create. Right. Right. So you can see by selecting the doors and stuff that we can actually quite quickly place them down. And if we wanted loads of different doors, we wouldn't be dragging in and any of that stuff. We just basically target it, drop it, then change the rotation and stuff. Right, so it should make it easier for the level guy to basically make these better, or do these quite quickly, put it that way, right? I'm not saying it's a perfect method, but you can see I can do doors quite quick. it looks like the rocks come over these. Now I do kind of understand maybe what my designer's gone for here, and it might be the fact that those rocks, this was a volcano, right, which kind of still doesn't make sense, but what the heck, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to do that one, right? So what we could do is go up to the top, right? This has obviously got a door somewhere. Must have a stairway going up to it or something. Right, the question is, how do you get in this? In here, I take it. So again, we can line that up, bang, spin it round, drag that across. And that gives us basic doors, right? So there we go. Got doors. We're happy with that. So I'm going to leave it early tonight because it's Saturday night. If there's anybody wants to chat to me, I will be in Discord. Just pop me a message. Don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably be playing a game or something, just relaxing or helping people out or whatever. So as I said, we're going to leave it early. If you've enjoyed the stream, hit like and subscribe. I shall be back tomorrow at 2 PM as usual. So check out the description for links to the games Discord, my personal Discord, Patreon, previous game on Steam, Kickstarter preview, and website. And I shall see you all tomorrow. And if I don't hear from you, then have a great Saturday night and have a beer on me. Bye bye for now.